Welcome back to Charleston, South Carolina. This is the final segment of the final debate before the first in the South primary this Saturday and Super Tuesday 1 week from today. Gail?
All right, one final question, candidates, and it's a two-parter. First, I'd like you each to tell us the biggest misconception about you. That's number one. Number two, the South Carolina motto is this: while I breathe, I hope. So outside of politics, and no more than 45 seconds or so, what is your personal motto, your personal belief, your favorite quote that represents you? Mr. Steyer, the biggest misconception, and then your motto.
The biggest misconception about me is that somehow I'm defined by business success and money.
Okay, and your motto?
My motto: every day I write a cross on my hand to remind myself to tell the truth and do what's right, no matter what.
All right, thank you, Mr. Steyer. Senator Klobuchar?
I'd say the biggest misconception is that I'm boring, because I'm not. Then I would say that my motto is the words of one of my political mentors, Paul Wellstone, who's sadly no longer with us. And he said that politics is about improving people's lives. And that's been my life. From when my grandpa was an iron ore miner and the unions, politics made those mines safer. And when my dad needed treatment, it was there for him. And in his words, he was pursued by grace. And when my mom got divorced and she didn't have a job and she went back to teaching, and that gift of public service got her through. And then when our daughter was born and she couldn't swallow, that was my life.
Senator Klobuchar,
oh, I thought we had a minute to answer the question.
No, what was your motto? I'm sorry.
My motto was that politics is about improving people's lives.
Got it. Vice President Biden, biggest misconception?
It's a pretty good one.
It was a very good one.
Thank
very
you.
good one.
Thank you.
When you get knocked down, get up, and everyone's entitled to be treated with dignity, no matter what, no matter who they are. Also that everyone should be represented. No one's better than me, and I'm no better than anyone else. The fact is, what we should be doing, we talked about the Supreme Court. I'm looking forward to making sure there's a black woman on the Supreme Court to make sure we, in fact, get every representation. Not a joke. Not a joke. I pushed very hard for that. And my mother's motto was, she said, you know, you're defined by your courage, you're redeemed by your loyalty. I am loyal, I do what I say.
What's the biggest misconception about you, sir?
I have more hair than I think I do.
There's a way to fix that, Senator Sanders.
Misconception.
Yes.
Misconception, and you're hearing it here tonight, is that the ideas I'm talking about are radical. They're not. In one form or another, they exist in countries all over the world. Healthcare is a human right. We have the necessity, the moral imperative to address the existential threat of climate change. Other countries are doing that. We don't need more people in jail, disproportionately African-American, than any other country on earth. Not a radical idea. The motto, the saying that moves me the most is from Nelson Mandela. And Mandela said, everything is impossible until it happens. And that means if we have the guts to stand up to powerful special interest who are doing phenomenally well, if we can bring working people together, black and white and Latino, we can create a nation
where
Sanders, all people have a good standard of living.
Senator Warren.
Well, I suppose one misconception is that I don't eat very much. In fact, I eat all the time because I get teased about this. Look, I never was supposed to be on a stage like this. And the misconception is that I thought I should be president of the United States. No, I got into this because I am a fighter. My motto ties in directly to this. It's Matthew 25. And that is, inasmuch as ye hath done it unto one of these, the least of thy brethren, ye hath done it unto me. For me, this is about how we treat other people and how we lift them up. That is why I am in this fight. That is why I am running to be president. And it is why I will be an effective president.
Thank you, Senator. Mayor Buttigieg.
Well, I think the biggest misconception is that I'm not passionate. I get that I'm kind of level. Some say unflappable. I don't think you want a president who's flappable. But it's precisely because I'm so passionate about the things that are going on in this country that I consider it important to approach all of that with discipline. My disciplines are guided by the mottos I try to live by, many of which come from Scripture. And just to be clear, I would never impose my interpretation of my religion on anybody. Just as sure as I'm wearing this ring, I'll never let that happen to anybody. But I seek to live by the teachings that say that if you would be a leader, you must first be a servant. And of course, the teaching, not unique to the Christian tradition, but a big part of it, that holds that we are to treat others as we would be treated. And when I think about everything at stake, from racial and economic justice to our stewardship of the climate, to the need to heal the sick and the need to heal this country, I seek for those teachings to order my steps as I go through this campaign and as I go through life.
Thank you. Mayor Bloomberg.
Misconception that I'm 6 feet tall. And quote, I've trained for this job for a long time, and when I get it, I'm going to do something rather than just talk about it.
All right. Thank you, candidates. Thank you very much.